Sai,
Brago.
we have another chapter.
Another chapter. 11:35, right after Christmas time.
Camaraderie cups.
Yeah, camaraderie cups, friendship cups, all that good stuff.
You enjoy Christmas?
Oh, yeah. I think Christmas is a lot of fun.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I visited family, but that was about it. You know,
Okay.
just classic. Nothing special.
Yeah. Had a good time. Visited family. Family came over.
Yeah.
I love Christmas, so that's always
Did it
cool.
snow?
No, it was like rain.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It was no snow, just some rain. And that wasn't too bad, but it was just raining a little bit. You would love
Yeah.
for it to snow, but it hasn't snowed on Christmas in a while.
I love for it to snow, but like just I hate like icy roads though, you know?
That's the thing. I think snow, when you're younger, you love it because, no school, shit like that.
Yeah.
Once you get older, it's just annoying.
Yeah, it's like, damn it, dude. Like
It's
now I'm
like,
gonna slip and fall and break my leg.
Right. Now it's going to be traffic. Now people are
goes
trying
my
to
back.
drive in snow. Have you ever hydroplaned in snow?
Oh yeah, and I got really lucky that nobody was like in the other lanes.
Right.
But
Right.
I once made a turn going like 30 miles an hour, and
that's
like
crazy.
normally that's whatever. But during a
snow,
snowstorm, it's like
yeah,
damn,
no.
dude. Like if somebody was right there, I would have hit them. Which after that day, it's like okay, I'm gonna go pretty slow now. Like I'm gonna really play it safe.
It was
'Cause
one
it's
time.
scary, man.
Yeah, it was one time. It was like snow, and they said it was gonna snow. But my job was still like, hey, just come in. It's not gonna be that bad. Then it started being that bad, and they're like, hey, you should probably go home. It's bad. And on the way home, I was close to home, but it was like at a stoplight, and the car wouldn't stop. So it was like I just fucking
Oh god,
ran the red light. It was bad. It was bad. I hate driving.
it
in
kind of
snow.
wakes you up though.
No, it kind of makes you realize like like you said, I should probably be going a lot slower than I am.
Yeah.
In the snow. So
And then it's crazy to think like how like cataclysmic a car crash can be. Because if you get hit, bro, like your life is done, man. Like that'll change you.
I was just watching 7 Pounds yesterday. Ever seen that?
No, what is 7 pounds?
It is
Like Big Mom as a baby?
I'm sure she was way heavier than 7 pounds.
Yeah, true. Never mind.
700. 70. I say 70, give or take. But it's a Will Smith movie.
Oh,
Yeah, it's I don't know how I can say it without spoiling.
7 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know how this is not. Basically, it's about a guy that got into a car accident and his life changed and his whole outlook on life changed, and I guess he spent his entire life after that trying to correct and right his wrongs.
It
What
is
does it
a
say?
movie from 2008.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why you're afraid of spoilers. The movie's damn near 20 years
yeah,
old.
but
I thought it was a movie that came out this year or
No,
last year. I'm like,
it's
okay,
really old.
sure. 2008. I'm looking at a young Will Smith.
yeah, it's really old. I mean, yeah,
crazy.
but like some people, even if a
Yeah,
movie is
fair,
really
fair.
old, it's just like I think sometimes it's good enough not to spoil,
Yeah.
And I think
That's
it was
fair.
good. Here's the thing. I enjoyed it more the first time I watched it back in the day. Cause this time I watched it, I found like a bunch of issues.
Yeah, like inconsistencies in the plot. That's how I am with Age of Adeline.
You just hate Blake Lively. I don't know why.
I love Blake Lively, dude. I mean, I'm a Blake Lively supporter, dude. I hope she wins that lawsuit.
Oh, I saw that. That's crazy, right? She's suing
Yeah.
the guy that not sexually, that assault. Was it sexual?
It's like might have, accused
was
of
borderline.
sexual
I almost
assault,
got
you know?
there.
We gotta
It got
throw
a little
some
weird.
disclaimers out there.
Yeah, it got a little weird in the
And
movie
then
for a
plus, like, they
second.
threw her into the bus too, like the whole team.
Yeah.
Like, and he coordinated it. It's like, okay.
So now she's suing him for sexual assault or assault. What is it? Sexual
Yeah.
harassment? Something like that.
I think a couple of things. Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. Like the dude that did it in the movie, she's suing him in real life for it. I'm just like, yo, he took the role too far.
He's method acting. My God,
He's going too
it's like
far.
when who was it? Like the Joker that method act,
Was
and they
it
got like a little bit crazy.
Heath
Was it Mark
Ledger?
Hamill? Or Heath Ledger? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Yeah,
Is it?
because he's the one that he died.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah, Heath Ledger, the greatest Joker of our time. Or do you like
Yeah.
what's his name more from Suicide Squad?
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Jared Leto's the worst Joker I've seen in my life, and it's hard because like we haven't really seen him acting as the Joker. He's just like there.
Yeah, he's just like
Oh,
doing it. It feels
God.
like he's doing a bit. But it sucks because he was the worst Joker, but then we had like the best Harley Quinn with
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. I just watched Focus as well with her. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Nah, the funniest thing about Jared Leto too is that he said he recorded like an hour and a half of screen time, but he said they just cut it out.
That's, you can tell they're probably like,
That's so funny.
yeah, we can't use this. It's fine. Nah,
He
Jared
looks
Leto's
so
pretty good.
dumb. It looks like somebody threw baby powder at him. Like, that's like a weird Joker white he's got going on. The gangster tattoos, like the weird jacket, the hair slicked back. Like, I don't know what's going on with
I
this
think
guy.
Jared Leto was voted as like
did this?
the worst actor.
Was he?
Yeah, it was. It was like a list. I mean, I don't think he's that bad, is he?
He was also in Morbius, so I don't know.
Oh wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
that starts building up a nice little resume of bad movies, you know. So
Remember when was it Sony that released Morbius? They saw people were memeing about it and they're like, "Oh, this is great. Like people are talking about Morbius after it's done airing. Let's re-put it in theaters or re-air it, I guess." And still nobody watched it. They didn't watch it the first time, they didn't watch it the second time. It's so sad.
I think sometimes these studios just have to understand like this isn't working. You know, it's
Yeah.
like let's just move on. But I guess for them, they're always gonna try to recoup their money. You know, so I get it. But just
Yeah.
never just make Jared Leto Joker again.
Don't do it again, please.
Please don't.
Anything but that.
But speaking of a joke, cover
Hold
story. Hold on.
This guy losing to like an 8-year-old, man. I know she's a Kunoichi. I know she's been training, but dude,
Let's
if
be
I lost to an
serious.
8-year-old, I'd probably leave the country.
Hold'em
man.
was holding his own against Asher Doji, Luffy. What is it? Gear
Holding his
second.
own to Luffy's a crazy way to spin what actually happened.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he
Against
was
Asher,
holding his own to Luffy.
not against
Toe-to-toe
Luffy,
even.
against Asher Doji.
Yeah.
And then Luffy didn't just knock him out with a regular punch. He had to use Gear second. So right now, here's my question for you, Sai.
Yeah, go for
Tama versus Kid Luffy.
it. Tama.
At this point, I mean, you got to pick Tama. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's Tama. I mean, the thing is that like Luffy as a kid, he was strong, but he was also still learning how to do everything. Like he was
Yeah.
kind of an idiot back then, right? Because that's how Ace and Sabo beat him like left and right. Like Luffy just didn't know how to fight
Damn, that's crazy.
until way later.
Tama versus Sabo.
Oh, Sabo wins. I think it's Ace, Sabo, Tama, Luffy.
Screw it. Let's power scale all the kids.
Okay, who's
Tama,
next?
Momonosuke. Does
Tama
Momonosuke
versus
count?
Momonosuke. Momonosuke counts, but I think Momonosuke is weaker than Luffy at that point because Momonosuke could not
Can do anything.
swing a sword.
Can do anything.
He had to learn to swing a sword.
Kid Law versus Tama.
Oh, I think Law's up there with Law
Law
beats Tama.
with Sabo.
but
He's up
I
there with
think-
Sabo and those guys. But he loses to Sabo and Ace.
I think he loses to Sabo and Ace too.
Tama versus Kid Sanji.
Kid Sanji.
He was pussy.
Ooh, he wouldn't hit Tama. I think he'd lose that.
Yeah, he would hit Tama. Tama versus Kid Nami.
So here's the thing: Kid Sanji and Kid Nami weren't fighters, so Luffy beats both of them. Like Luffy was at least training. Kid Sanji was over here just eating food.
Yeah.
Right?
Kid Nami, she was still...
Kid Sanji got locked in a cage because he didn't want to fight with Judge's kids.
Because how old is Tama? Tama's what, 8?
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Because Nami in
She
her
looks 8.
in her flashback, how old was she? Because the thing is, if she was the same age, then I get it. But if she was like 6, and then because after that she started drawing maps and going everywhere and started to learn to fend for herself, so then that could be the equalizer. I wasn't sure. I'm
but
not sure
even
how
then,
old.
like Nami wasn't a fighter though, right? Like,
She
it wasn't until she got like her little bow staff until she got good.
But she was like cunning.
Yeah, she was cunning, but like in a 1v1 battle though, like cunning's not gonna get you anywhere unless you do like the King of the Hill thing where you throw pocket sand at him.
That's insane. That's an insane
I love
reference.
King of the Hill. Dude, Japan loves King of the Hill, man. Apparently,
Really?
it's like a viewfinder into American culture. Just King of the Hill.
Wow, I can see
I can
how
see it,
a lot of
right?
misconceptions could happen if you base American culture on King of the Hill.
It depends on where you go. You know, like if you come to the South, then I think it's pretty
Yeah, it
accurate,
works. It works
but
for the South,
yeah,
but like,
it works. Don't go to California though.
yeah, don't do that.
It might be a little bit different.
Don't do that. All right, okay. Who else we have? Tama. Okay, no, I was gonna say Tama versus Kid Dofi, but he kills her.
Yeah,
kills
he
her.
just has a gun. He just
He kills
shoots,
her.
right?
He kills her. And he's conquers hockey.
Ooh, Kid Zoro would go hard though. Like Kid Zoro, I think would be up there with like, I think he beat Sabo maybe. I don't know. Kid Zoro was kind of crazy.
Kid Zoro is crazy, but Sabo and Ace, they had each other. I mean, Kid Zoro had Kuina. It's tough.
Yeah. That's a rough one because Zoro was like literally training with rocks and boulders and sparring all the adults in the village, which you could say Ace and Sabo and
They were
Luffy
too.
even did the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
I think
Zoro's
I
up
put
there.
Zoro right beneath Sabo and Ace still. I got Sabo and Ace.
You think so?
Yeah. But he's up there though.
Yeah.
He's up there.
Oh man. One more kid. Ooh, Katakuri, your favorite Katakuri, dude. He was a killer, man. For Brule, my God, he killed everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
Would you put him at the top?
yeah, probably.
No way. You put Katakuri at the top. We only got 1 feed of him killing gangsters. That's it.
That's all I need, buddy. That's
all you need.
That's all I
Fair.
need. Wait, what's
He
blue?
was a monster.
What's his name? What was the was it bluegrass? No,
Blue Jam.
Blue Jam.
Yeah, that guy.
Is he even
Love
dead?
him.
He's not dead, is he?
Blue Jam has to be dead. Wait a minute.
Is Blue
One
Jam
Piece
dead?
Blue Jam. There's Blue Jam and didn't he have like an underling Portugal? Yeah, Portugal was his underling. What happened to Blue Jam in One Piece? He was defeated by the combined efforts of Ace and Don Don. So we don't know if he's dead or not. We assume he's dead, but
Just say he's most likely dead due to the fire started by his crew.
He could come
Most
back like
likely.
Kuma.
He could come back.
He's the man marked by flames.
Yeah, we didn't think about Blue Jam at all.
Yeah, put respect on Blue Jam's
Something
name.
to consider. Something to consider with Blue Jam.
God.
Oh, bro, we forgot somebody.
Who?
Kid Bonnie.
Oh God, kid. Damn, like with the devil fruit or without?
With it, because she's still like, because we don't know when she ate it, right?
She always had it, right? Because she was like genetically modified. If
Right.
we give Bonnie the devil fruit, then she always has it, then she wins.
And she's number one.
Like that's almost unfair at that
she
point.
was a
though,
supernova
right?
at
Like
12. She was
Yeah.
supernova at 10.
10.
Yeah.
I think giving Bonnie the devil fruit might just be a little bit too broken, but it's her character. So if
Yeah.
we put Bonnie in the ring with that devil fruit, with like NDE, like she can
She's
go
number one.
into her adult form, different timelines. Yeah, she wins.
She's number one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bonnie, she's they're here at the library with the books and stuff, and we found out about Mr. Owl.
Biblet? Bibelot?
Bibelot.
Bibelot?
Biblet sounds like a Pokemon.
Even Bibelot sounds like a Pokemon. like an
Bibelot
upgraded
sounds
version.
like an evolution.
Yeah, or like
know?
Lancelot. But
Yeah,
an
it
owl.
sounds like epic. Bibelot. Biblet sounds like a starter.
Hey,
Yeah.
somebody give Biblet a bed. The guy looks tired, man. You see all those bags under his eyes?
He's just old, bro. He's just old.
Do you
He
think we should
doesn't-
just put him down?
He hasn't been wearing his eye
euthanize him
mask.
or something?
No, because then everything would shrink. We need him. Do you feel like he's there?
Well,
You think he's there because he wants to be, or he's like a slave? He started out like doing it for fun, and now he's just like stuck there.
It would be funny if we see like his backside and he has like a chain attached to him. Like, hey, he can't leave this damn
No,
library.
it's like under him. It's
yeah,
like, he
yeah.
can't
Oh,
even
they
move.
super glued him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking stuck there. He's like somebody that like he just held the door for somebody to walk in, and then like people just kept walking in, and so he just got stuck
he just
holding
never
the door.
left.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't look happy,
He
And,
looks sad.
I mean, well, I think there are things to be happy about. I'll explain later. While Bibelot will be happy later. But they explained that he's become a nurturing owl. Well, Vegapunk, that's his theory, at least. He must
Yeah.
have eaten the rare fruit and become a nurturing owl. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, the translation for that apparently has like a lot of different meanings as well.
Yeah,
so it's not exactly rear from what I've heard.
Yeah, I was thinking about like a nurturing owl and how does that lead to things growing, but they say it's like he's nurturing growth. So
Yeah, it's very abstract, huh?
very weird way to have this
Yeah,
power.
and why just books? Like he can make anything that is inorganic grow in size, but why did he pick books? Like he could do this with pottery, furniture.
I think you probably have to ask him. Like because it's a library, he chose books.
Yeah, he's just
So
like
like
a
if he
book nerd,
goes to
just
like
loves
a bakery, it'd be
he can
like
make food bigger.
yeah, if he
right?
goes to a bakery. Maybe it's like one of those things that the environment that he's in, So I think if you go in and you're like Bibelot, like I need your help.
He kind of reminds me of like a lesser version of Sugar, where like her powers are kind of abstract, right? The hobby fruit.
Yeah,
It's
it could be a
like-
situation where it depends on what he
Yeah.
likes. Because it's like
Yeah.
nurturing, So it's based off of him, I guess.
He reminds me of Kabuto from Naruto. It's the glasses.
Oh, okay. I see the vision.
Yeah, he's just looking at us, dude.
That's a perfect
Judging.
ability for the Kingdom of Giants. And again, it's like, did he come here because of that power? Was he kidnapped because of that power?
Did he live here? I
Yeah,
don't
like,
know.
where did he come from? So I'm
What
sure we're
is
gonna
this
find out
guy?
more about Bibelot. But they just every time they show him, he just looks more and more conspicuous. Just like
Yeah, like he's a spy or something,
yeah,
right?
like what's going on? Like, is this Bibelot a good person
He's
and
been
good
here
character?
for centuries. He's old as hell.
Yeah, he's really old. I wonder. Does he want a family, you think? Does he
Ooh,
just
maybe,
sit
like,
there and
mini
watch
owls are
people
gonna pop
reading?
out.
Yeah, he just watch people reading books all the time.
Do you
You
think
know?
he's sick of all the books he has? Like, dude, I want something new.
He wants some manga?
Yeah, give me some manga. Give me some hentai.
Probably. I'm sure he has that. He has whatever he needs in that library.
I hope so.
So at this point, it's just a us enjoy or experiencing Elbaph, because we see Luffy, he's on a swing with the kids, and what's up with these kids, man? Who are these kids?
I'm not gonna lie. Last chapter, I was like, they just like peace. They're still a little bit rough, right? Because
No.
the boys were like, oh, like let's tie him up. But like the thing is that we get to this chapter and they're crying
On a swing.
They're saying they hate violence, and I'm like, damn, I hate these kids.
Oh
dude.
my
Like, they're a little
God,
bit too soft.
shut up, bro.
They're too soft, man.
The funny part in this thing is like, Luffy,
Go
of
break
course,
your hands.
Luffy is he does whatever he wants to do. He's probably doing the swing way too high, where it's
Yeah,
like,
that's
he's probably,
They're going to heaven over here.
yeah,
To
he's
heaven
probably
realm.
doing way too much. But then you have Usopp who gets punished as well. He's like, yo, I wanted it to stop too. Like, I
wanted to get out.
I wanted to get out of there too. Like, it started fun and Luffy just started fucking doing way too much. Like, so, in that instance, I get it. But these kids, it's like they're like early Dressrosa Momonosuke.
They're bubble kids.
Just really annoying, really entitled, just, I don't
They
know.
like peace a little bit too much,
A little bit too much, but that's how they were raised. So it's like, it's not really their fault. But it's funny, like, disrupting peace in Elbaph sounds insane because it's Elbaph. We had an
Yeah.
expectation, it's funny because Usopp and Luffy, they're both like, well, this isn't as exciting as we thought it would be,
These kids are kind of lame. It's funny that they're saying this when looking at the kids too. Like, I get it, right? Yeah, the next generation is gonna be a little bit lame, but why don't you go play with the adults or something? I'm sure they're fine with it, right?
That's
Put
how
them on the swing, dude.
I'm not saying, like, it's crazy because even in IRL with kids, I'm not saying IRL kids, the next generation are lame, but like, there's some things that they say. I'm just like, what? Like,
Different times, man.
yeah, don't you start feeling old when it's like different slang and it's just,
During Christmas, I went to a family's house and I heard these kids talking about KSI, stick of it. I heard them like play like with all these toys and all these words. And
Yeah.
I saw some iPad kids and I was like, damn, dude, like this is different, man.
what do they say?
Like, I
Was
know
it-
I was weird as a kid, but like, or not even weird. Like, it's just different, I guess is a good way to put it.
It's a different era,
Yeah.
where things that are valuable to them aren't going to be valuable to us because that's not how we were raised. Like I said, I think for me, social media was kind of new when I was growing
Yeah.
up. So it was just like in school, like I had a cell phone, but I didn't have like social media on my phone. But now, oh man, I can imagine if I had social media on my phone while being in school. That'd be so distracting.
Yeah, I remember like when I first heard about social media, it's like, oh, I don't need one, right? Like when MySpace was around, it's like, I don't need one of those.
Yeah.
And then nowadays, it's like, no, you got to have like all these
That's how
social
you stay
media
connected.
like, platforms. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you can opt out, but
I had
like,
MySpace.
a majority of people are like out there now.
MySpace was fun. You were coding in MySpace. You had a top 5, top 7.
I didn't have a MySpace personally, but I had my cousin with like hers.
Yeah.
And that was like an interesting experience because I was like, oh, this is kind of lame. I was doing it, but I was like, I don't need
Oh,
this.
man.
And then now like there's like Twitter, YouTube, and all this. It's like, damn, dude.
MySpace is different because it's
how
just it's just way more customization.
Personalized?
Yeah, way
Yeah.
more personalized. You had music on your page and you had like your top 5 and that varied based on how you felt about people. So
Isn't it crazy how MySpace dropped the ball though? Like if they really just kept on going and if they didn't stop like updating, like they would have been, they still be here today, I think.
I think it's still here.
I mean, it's still here, but nobody uses MySpace though.
Because I think Tom sold it. You remember Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he sold it and just like disappeared. So
I don't blame him, dude.
He MySpace was sold to News Corp in 2005 for 580 million. So, but that was at the peak of MySpace though.
Yeah. So he ran away at a good point.
Yeah. And I guess now he's doing travel photography. I mean, that's how you do it though, right? You create something, you
sell it.
Then you sell it. Then you just go live your life. Like,
You just vacation, man,
Yeah,
24/7.
that's all you do.
That's everybody's dream, right?
yeah. So, he sold that at the right time. But no, with like these kids, I think just it's a different era. And this is how they're being raised. But of course, even in an era like this, they're outliers, right? And this outlier attacks. How you say his name? You say Colin?
I can say Colin. How do you say it?
Cologne?
Wait, what?
Colon?
Colon?
Yeah.
Colon sounds fancy.
Colon?
Yeah, I just say colon. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean,
I think it's
I
because
just
it's
say
like,
Colin.
it's a,
like a Norse thing. Or
yeah.
like different
It could be a
accent. Yeah, I get
specific
it.
way. So it's like, I don't know if it's the right way or wrong, but I
I
think
respect it.
colon, either way. But Kalon, he goes right for the head. He goes after
he's a
Monkey
killer,
D.
man.
He goes right after him, bro. He's like, yeah, nah. This is who I want. And Luffy blocks it, breaks the sword and then disappears and then goes behind him to use gear 3rd. Isn't it a bit excessive? Yeah.
Yeah.
But he dodged
He's a
it.
giant kid, though.
But he dodged it.
He did.
I'm impressed. I like this kid already. And he was the one that was a fanboy of Shanks in the bar.
Oh, yeah. Some people are saying that Luffy, like, intentionally missed, and I could see that, too. But,
Possibly.
I mean, Colin's still, like, kind of dodged, right? You see him moving.
I think Luffy... I think it was when Luffy telegraphed it, where he probably made him more aware of his presence.
Yeah.
You know, but either way, even if we don't, like, head-ass it or headcanon it, this is impressive by this kid.
Ooh. Wait. I gotta go, Brago. Add this kid into the kid fighting tournament we were having earlier. Where do you put Colin, man? You put him up there with Bonnie?
I think Bonnie still beats him.
Do you think Bonnie's... Yeah, okay, yeah. Bonnie beats him, but does he beat Ace and Sambo?
Probably.
Just because the size, right?
The size, and
dude.
the impressive dodging ability already. Yeah, he might beat. Because it's like, okay, because Bonnie can do like tap into gear 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
She can do all that. Kenny would stand an attack like that. But the fact that he's dodging Luffy, which I don't want to overstate this this specific feat, but it's impressive.
It's really good. I mean, we sound like a bunch of child traffickers scouting out the kids.
It does sound crazy, but either way, these are different types of kids. Here's the thing, though. Does he count as a kid, considering that he's probably way older?
He's not a kid to us. I thought about that too, right? Like Colin's probably like 20, 30 years old. Maybe not 30, but like 20 years oldish.
Right.
But he's still a kid by giant standards. So I'd say we give it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say we give it to him.
I think some parents might not be okay with that. Like, you know.
Yeah. Would you complain if your kid was getting beaten by 20-year-old Colin?
Fuck
I think I would.
Like, he's 20. He's not a kid. He's an adult. Get him out of here.
Out of here.
So,
imagine like your kid being beat up by a grown adult and the school being like, "Yep, fair fight."
Yeah, it's like, dude, well, he's a giant, so like, what? No, like,
yeah, he's just a 50 foot tall monster. It's no big deal.
No, get him out.
Yeah.
Usopp tells Luffy not to overdo it. And Luffy's like, yo, I didn't hit him, bro. Like, what do you mean I didn't hit him? I'm just chilling. We just playing. But Luffy obviously is fond of him already. He says, good to know not everyone around here is spineless, you know.
Crazy way to put it.
Which is true.
Like talking about kids, right?
But these are warrior kids, you know?
Fair.
Like, these kids are supposed to be different. Like, these kids are like, Luffy's a meanie.
Like the Coney 2012 army.
Oh my God. Get him out.
That's an old one, dude.
What a throwback. What a throwback. Right, Jesus. But I think at this point, with these kids, I mean, like you said, they're annoying, but
yeah,
I don't want to hold it against them too much because that's how they were raised. But they don't get along with Colin.
No, he's a brute. Do you think he like constantly tries to pick fight with kids though? Like I kind of don't blame the kids for hating Colin because like imagine Colin on a day-to-day basis. Like he looks at you, he's like, hey, let's fight, or like he tries to hit you to like to
defend yourself,
fight back or something. Yeah.
I think
he could be kind of annoying.
No, he definitely is annoying for those kids because these are the kids that don't go outside. And right. And when they finally go outside, it's this kid that's always outside. That's always wants to like wrestle and shit. And you're like, yo, like, I don't want to get my clothes dirty.
Stop.
I just want to be on my iPad. I just want to sit under the shade. He's like, no. Let's just fight. You know, let's just race. Let's do something.
Just do it.
You know, so, but he's just like, he's part of the old guard, you know? And, you know, we talked about Ripley last week.
Ooh.
I think the stocks went up for me. I don't know if it went up for you. Did it?
My stocks didn't change. I mean, she's always up there.
Yeah, I think it went up a little bit. I noticed something.
What did it?
That panel with her bending over.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like there's just a little crease, you know? And,
I'm gonna tell you right now, Brago, like based off of last chapter, that like 1, 2 to 3 panels we got of her, I could already imagine her in every single angle imaginable. Every single perspective, I could see it. I'm like Doctor Strange tapping into the multiverse. I could see everything when it comes to Ripley. I already knew she was top tier.
But I agree, but I didn't know she was this top tier. Like you can see from the
top
front.
Top 5, top 3.
Oh, sigh. Like she's on Violet territory at this point.
Oh God, yeah, I got her top 3.
Yeah, she's in Violet territory. Like that's where she scaled to me for after this chapter. Like yeah, and she finagles with humans. Come on.
And she has the Uggs. Come on.
Okay, number 1 for me has always been Violet, and of course you give Boar her respect just because she might be 3.
I think Ripley's 3 for me.
And then you got Nami and Robin. You got to just to their top 5, but she's top 5 at worst. She's top 5.
I'm glad we can agree on this choice because for me, like number 1, it's always gonna be Perona. Number 2 is Uta, and then number 3 is Ripley. We have very different tastes. That's all it is. All it is. But yeah, I mean, we agree on Ripley though. I mean, we come together. We hold hands when it comes to this. But
Wait,
yeah,
Uta?
I was a big Film Red fan. What can I say?
Hold on, let me click in what Uta looks like again, because maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I'm missing
I
it.
like Uta. Great personality, the hair. Yeah, come on.
So you like new jeans and stuff.
No comment. So, no, Ripley is great, but you know who might be even better? Well, Ripley's husband, or at least, husband in nature. We got a lot of theories coming out of this one. Apparently, the dad isn't afraid of any of the warriors here on Elbaph. My God, that's some clout. And he used to be a former pirate dude. What the hell?
What's killing me is how easily Sai just moved off.
who do you think the dad is, man? Like, do you think it's Scopper, Gaimon, Polly? You got money on Shiki even? Shanks? Like, where are you, man? Who put the seed in the cave?
The seed in the cave is a wild way to say this. Scopper feels like the layup.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Scopper though. Because how old do you think Ripley is? Like 80, 85?
Yeah, I think Ripley's like 80.
Yeah, right? So
That sounds about right.
for humans, that'd be like, what, 20, give or take?
About like 30, I think.
30, something like that?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she said the guy is way younger, much younger than her. So by human standards, I would think he is 50 something, right? Scopper should be 70 something at this point. That wouldn't be much younger than her,
No, I think like a 30-year gap is still pretty crazy.
But like if she's 80 and he's 70.
Wait a minute. I think a better person to compare her to, because we don't know Ripley's age, maybe
We don't
like
know.
Dorian Broggie.
Oh, Gerd, no?
She said she's from the last generation of warrior pirates, or she's like the last one. So I
So
think
she thinks she's like 150, something like that?
maybe.
Okay. Maybe we're underestimating how old she is, because she looks older than Gerd, though. She does. She seems older than Gerd, too.
Yeah. Dorian Broggie are like around 158.
Yeah. So let's say she's 130, 135. So then, so him being 70 is still way younger than her. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big age gap.
I think it would be really cool if it was Scopper.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think it'd be really, really cool. Considering just the buildup of his kid being a warrior, his connection that could be to Shanks still, him being just traversing Elbaph, but also makes me think about something we talked about with like time moving differently in Elbaph, where it's like,
yeah,
or like things getting bigger because of Elbaph or whatever. Do you think he's trying to find a way to grow in size, gigantify, and live longer to be with his family?
That would be kind of cool. That'd be very different from Rayleigh, because Rayleigh seemingly just accepts his old age, right?
And Scopper's trying to find a way to stay younger.
Yeah.
Or just live longer.
I wouldn't mind it.
For his family.
I think it'd be really sweet if he tried to do that.
I would like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's something people could relate to, right? You don't want to die before your wife and kid.
Right. Now, questions we have is how?
Shoot,
I was
don't ask me.
thinking like the, you go to the library.
Oh, the owl. Yeah.
That's why I said the
so
owl.
that's why you mentioned him.
Yeah. He has good times.
It sounds like the owl can't turn people bigger.
I don't know. Maybe it's like just depends on what he likes. He doesn't have to.
You think maybe he's like nurturing a relationship with Scopper and Ripley? He's like,
right.
You know what?
So then either makes
maybe
him larger or her smaller.
That would be cool.
That'd be
or
cool.
maybe like I mean, this is a stretch, but like maybe Bonnie can like put them in a different timeline where
they're
like
the same
a human
size,
or they're the same size or something. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Either way, I think Scopper would be fun. I watch it be like some random Roger pirate that we.
Oh my God! Somebody wouldn't care about like
we
Nosbell
don't
or something.
Somebody we don't care about.
Yeah.
That managed to Is there any other
Pine.
options other than Roger pirates? Because it's former pirate.
I mean, we could have like Shiki still, but does Shiki seem like the guy that would just lay down here in Elbaph and have some kids? Like, I don't think so. Not from what we saw
somebody
in, like,
mentioned
Strong
that
World.
back then the kid said he was packing a lunch for his dad.
Yeah, so the dad is here in Elbaph.
The dad is here in Elbaph for sure, and we've only seen one human for the most part. That's the guy that's been
the silhouette man.
the silhouette guy. So, okay, let me ask you, would it be disappointing if this guy was not Cheeky or Scopper?
Would it be disappointing if it's neither of them? I think a little bit, yeah. I mean, it depends on like who the new character is. Like if it's just some random dude, like, just
No.
over here fishing
Yeah.
off the coast. Like, yeah, it's disappointing. That's why I think Scopper and Shiki are fun, because they could give us a lot of lore. We kind of already have that expectation from them.
Yeah.
So whoever this new character is, I think it'll be disappointing initially, but based on how Oda plays him up, or based on what Oda gives that character, I think he'd be fine over time. But I feel like the initial reception might be kind of bad.
Yeah.
It depends.
I agree with that. I 1000% agree with that. So hopefully it's one of those guys. I'm leaning Scopper. Scopper would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So at this point, after we get the Ripley stuff, we get some, basically they're separating. Everyone's going their own way, which is going to lead to issues because they're about to get attacked. They don't know it. Then we get a very new fits, new clothes. How do you feel about Gur just having like new clothes on hand? Are you suspicious of
telling you,
her?
dude.
Is she just like Road, right?
She is literally just Road.
Is she just
She's
like
Road, but
Road?
without the cage. That's all it is. It's Road without the capturing. Like, I feel like if you lock Garrett up away from humans for like 10 years or something, you know, just seclude her from society and make her go a little bit mad and insane, I think she turned into Road. Like, she's one step away.
I mean, for me, I get it. I get it for both of them. It's just like, it's like human dolls.
They're toys.
They're toys, but they're alive. I think that's interesting.
And then plus the Straw Hats are like the old, like, I know Road kind of said it as like a meme, but they really are like ultra rare toys too, right? You're talking about a Yonko crew, man.
And you can like dress them and fucking make them up the way you want to. I
bet deep down, Garrett's probably like, yo, can they like stay with us forever?
Can we
You know,
keep
like
them?
deep down,
Yeah.
she's like, oh, like, can we just lock them up or something?
Yeah, she has very like vile thoughts, but she doesn't act on them necessarily.
She kind of looks like Shirahoshi in that panel too.
She does.
Yeah.
She doesn't, but Road does. Now we get to like really interesting stuff again from the last chapter. We see our invaders.
Ooh.
And now we get motive. They're looking for Loki, which I guess could rule out the fact that this is Shanks, because Loki already hates Shanks, because more than likely he's interacted with Shanks before. If this is Shanks, why would they be asking where Loki is? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it seemed recent, right? Because like the underlings were like, hey, Loki, sorry we passed out from Red Haired's Conquerors Hockey.
Right.
And it's like, yo, it seems like Shanks was literally here like a week ago, maybe.
So I think this could have cleared up Shanks' name. Like, it's not him. It's guys and him.
Oh yeah, and then plus like you look at the panel where we see Shanks or the fake Shanks in, and you kind of see like a bump on the left side. People are saying that's an elbow. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's a left elbow. That's it.
You don't know. Really don't know. But
yeah,
we see an attack. And you pointed this out to me that, of course, she has bandages on her. And we look at the Giants on the right panel. They don't have any bandages. And then once we look again, once he gets attacked, you see the bandages on his feet. And then on his arm, you look at his arm, the veins are popping out. So she could be getting strangled alive, or just constricted to the point that he's keeling over. So have you seen... I said this jokingly last week and said that this is Ginny, but it's starting to catch fire.
I don't think this is Ginny. I feel like whenever I hear somebody say that, I typically think they're joking, because like we buried Ginny, right?
Did we?
We did. We saw her blue sapphire scale body in Kuma's church, and then the next thing you see is Ginny's gravestone. I'm assuming she's just buried. Like, there's no way this is Ginny.
I don't know.
There's no way.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. How would Ginny come back to life? Like
Clone,
out of the grave?
Clone. Not Ginny, but a
clone of Ginny.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's better. A clone of Ginny. No, like why would you clone Ginny?
I think about, because remember for her, weren't they experimenting on her?
They were experimenting on her for sure.
And didn't it work? Because Bonnie got power. Well,
they thought she was a failure though, right? Because
they thought she was a failure. They thought she was a failure, but she ended up getting the devil fruit power. So I wonder if they could use like her genes to try to recreate, possibly. But that would be devastating for not only Bonnie, but for whatever's left of Kuma. Is there anybody else that could recognize Ginny that's here right now?
No, just Bonnie. Well, Bonnie and Vegapunk.
Bonnie Vegapunk. Well, wait, Vegapunk would? Well, he saw our memories.
Yeah, he saw the memories, so he knows.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me look up Ginny. Does the hair match with Ginny?
They were saying
the hair doesn't really match though. Yeah, I don't think the hair matches. Because Ginny had like that little knot at the bottom or a braid. You don't see it on this girl. You kind of see like where her hair ends.
She had the braid. I guess people are looking at like the bangs, I guess.
The bangs. She had that when she was
younger. It's hard
but
to
once
see.
she joins the Revs, she doesn't have it.
Yeah. I don't think it's Ginny. I think it'd be devastating if it was though. But
yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah.
I don't think it's Ginny. But this girl uses bandages of some sort, and we didn't see anything from Stabs. Stabs didn't do anything. They did show the hilt of the blade, though.
Yeah, they wanted to point out that the Figarland family, there's something with those guys in, guarded hilts.
But,
Isn't that weird? Like, people are like, oh, like, Shanks never met, like, any of these guys. Like, why do they have the same sword or same sword style? It's like, dude, it runs in the blood.
Is it a cutlass?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what
it really could be.
Yeah, because that's what Griffin is, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, a saber. Griffin is a saber. But a cutlass is, I think Roger had a cutlass. Either way, saber. So I think those blades are made typically for royalty. So, it's Oda's trying to tell us something here by just showing just the hilt. Like, yeah. Also, for Shanks because it's on his right side, the blade.
Yeah.
Shanks is on what side?
I don't actually know. Let me see. One Piece Shanks. Let's clear this up. Shanks
it's on the same side.
Also on.
It's on the right side.
Yeah, it's on his right side. Yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense for him to put it on his left?
For Shanks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. But I think this is where the theories come out, where like Shanks was left-handed originally, so that's why it's right there.
Okay.
But I don't know if, obviously that's like a theory, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just like resting his hand on it, right?
It's like a habit thing.
Yeah, it's like.
But
it's
this
like
guy has his on his right as well.
So do you think this guy is I mean, I think it's confirmed at this point, but this is the guy from the One Piece panel, the silhouette with the sword, like doing that.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure. But,
and that was a left hand. That was a left hand on the sword. It's done.
Oda's giving us bits and pieces.
Shanks.
Bits and pieces.
Imagine this guy and Shanks in a wrestling match. This guy would win.
Depends.
Oiled up.
Which hand?
Yeah.
Right hand?
Danks would win.
I don't know, because like Shanks has been using one arm for a long time. It must be really strong.
Yeah, but just think about like how easy it is to like not topple Shanks over, but like
but I guess he doesn't have leverage, because like for him, the guy can just hold on for leverage. Shanks can't.
Yeah.
It must suck having one arm.
Yeah, just think about all the things you can't do. You can't like.
You can't play games.
Yeah, you can't play the piano.
Your toes, I guess.
Yeah, you can do your toes. You can't
You can't run, really.
You can't sew. You can run, right?
But like not perfect form,
Yeah, you don't have like the perfect form.
You probably can't hit top speed anymore with one arm.
Putting on Chapstick would kind of like be a pain in the ass, right?
Put it on a necklace.
Ooh, putting on Oh yeah, those the lobster clasp, they'll get you.
Yeah, I think that'd be difficult. A bracelet, even.
Yeah, bracelets, that'd be really rough. You can't work in a mine.
A mine. Why not?
Because you have to like two-hand an axe, a pickaxe.
Can't tie your shoelace.
Yeah, can't tie a shoelace. That's another good one. It's probably really hard to get dressed.
Can't put on makeup.
Yeah. I think you also lose out on a lot of like acting and modeling jobs.
Opening like peanut butter and stuff.
Oh yeah, like jars. Yeah, you can't get that proper torque in.
No, it's hard.
Yeah, that's a rough life, man.
He bet all that on the future.
He really did. And now like this two-armed perfect version of him is gonna come out and beat him. Sad times.
Can he floss?
Maybe he has like one of those picket flosses, like the green things.
Okay. Yeah. It's rough for Shanks. I think we don't think about his struggles enough.
Do you think Shanks should have like a slave on the ship that just does all that for him?
I'm sure he already does.
He is a celestial dragon after all.
I'm sure he already does, but
have one guy.
They do it because they want to. He doesn't have to tell them or force them to do it.
Oh yeah.
Remember,
just
like his
Shanks
people.
Fanboy?
Yeah, his people love him. They were like fawning over him when we were in Elbaph when he's about to take Kid out.
That is true. A lot of people would want to floss Shanks' teeth.
Wipe his ass.
Yeah, like help him out on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. I'm sure even some of his crew members would.
Oh yeah, like Yasop, for example.
Oh.
Like Yasop's like, yo, Shanks, you gave me the best years of my life. Yeah,
I'll give you the best years of mine.
Yeah, I'll wipe your ass. Yeah, I'll do it, brother.
Yeah.
Say less, boss.
Probably. Final
and
panel.
Then Lucky Roo eats all of the food for him.
Lucky Roo probably feeds him. Shanks is a king, man. Does whatever he wants. Final panel. We get celebration, coronation.
Ooh,
everybody is everything is culminated here in Elbaph, from Dorian Brogy, Oimor and Kashi, Hyruden, Stanson. Just
Stanson's funny, dude.
I'm surprised Luffy remembered him.
Yeah, dude. There's no way Luffy remembered him.
I'm surprised.
This might be like a wall break from Oda. Like we could tell that like this is kind of forced.
Come on, yo.
Like, aren't you that giant from Sabaody? It's like no way. Yo. Like,
come on. Why would
he
you
doesn't
remember
look
him?
anything alike. He looks older in Sabaody, does he not?
He does.
Like,
I was like, all right.
You can't connect that.
I was like, all right, sure, whatever. Remember, it's Stanson, and I think it's all a culmination, and I think things are about to get crazy here because Ja Rule just showed up.
Ja Rule.
Yeah, and Ja Rule. He's the oldest one in the world. 408 years old. What would you do at that time?
Big. Dude.
If you knew you could live 400 years. Let me ask you, if you If you die at 50,
Yeah.
right, and you live to be 408, is it less or more tragic in comparison to humans who live to be 80?
It depends who you're surrounded by, right? If you're surrounded by other giants who live like 300 plus years, I think it's fine. But if you live around a bunch of humans who only live like, 50-ish years, I think it's kind of sad just seeing people like come and go. It's like that Japanese village where this old lady's like the only person left. And because she's so lonely, she made like wooden dolls of her entire village and just propped them up as if they're still like, as if they still live there. It's like so sad. So it depends on your surroundings, but for 408 years old, I'd be like challenger in league. You'd see me in the next cup, dude.
I think I'd like meticulously catch every Pokemon in every Pokemon game.
Would you be a bad guy if you could live that long?
I'd have a 50-year stint.
Yeah, like a little like bad boy period.
Yeah, I have time. It's 50 years just doing shit. Not
Yeah,
not
like
anything
under an
too
alias
bad.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Dude, Ja Rule is huge. He's double the size of Brogy. You see that?
So he's the size of a mountain.
That's crazy. They don't call him Mountain Beer for nothing, man. God.
Yeah, they say he was a strong, because he's the guy that wanted to kill Big Mom back in the day, no?
Yeah, but Big Mom killed his buddy.
Yeah. Was it Jorul?
Yeah, Jorul. He died in like a single hit too. Like the guy was he was weak.
But they say they were fierce warriors back in the day. They're just old now. That's unfortunate. Shout out to Jorul. But Jorul's here to let us know everything that's going on and why he has a blade going through his head.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's kind of crazy, right? Like if you got stabbed in the head and you survived, wouldn't it make sense to take the blade out later?
Well, maybe if you take the blade out, you die. It's like keeping everything in place, you know? It's almost like Gaimon, where he got stabbed.
He just want to get out of the box.
Yeah, he got stabbed in the head and he kind of kept the hat on to kind of stabilize everything. And now it's like it's grown around the hat and the blade.
Yeah.
It's part of his brain now. So he can't take it off or
I
he
think
dies.
there's been like science experiments like that where they grow somebody like in a jar, like in a tube or something, and like their body contorts to it. And then the minute they leave it, like their body and their organs just kind of fall out of place.
That sounds illegal.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of that thumbnail you had commissioned like I think 2 or 3 years ago for like $200, the one with Luffy's foot in a jar. It's like that. But for Ja Rule though, over here, there's a chance that the sword isn't even piercing his head, and instead somebody like slapped him on the head and the sword just contorted to his helmet. Like it doesn't even have to be piercing him.
Oh, so it's just like bent. It's kind of like bent
it could be like
over.
one of those Halloween costumes where you see like a machete over the head or something like that.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, it could just be like a quote illusion.
Okay.
Like a little gag.
That would be like weak in Elbaph standards, though. Like,
I mean, it would show that he's hard-headed though, right?
I don't know. Probably.
His head's so strong, it bent a sword.
Did he have this
And he
back
wears it
then
with
with Big
pride.
Mom?
No, he did not. I went and looked.
Yeah, he
So
didn't.
this is like more recent.
Who did this to him? Loki? Because he's gonna
Maybe.
die. He probably dies in this arc. Somebody's gonna take it off.
Do you want Ja Rule to die?
Whether he dies or lives, I don't care. So yes,
Really?
sure. Yeah, I don't care about Ja Rule.
The life of a giant doesn't mean anything to you, huh?
Not really. You've already
Damn.
lived 400 years. What the fuck? What else do you want, brother?
He should already be dead, if anything. This guy's cheating death.
What else do you need, brother? What more do you want?
What else do you need? Like, dude, he's so jaded with life that even though he arrived at the party, he's not even like that happy. He's just here,
It's like
you know?
it's just like the days are kind of blended into each other. He probably doesn't
Yeah.
even really know how old he is.
Party number 572.
Life has probably become so
That's it.
mundane for him. you
Yeah, he
know?
probably looks at Loopy like, okay, another Yonko. All right.
All right, another conflict. All right.
Another savior of Elbaph, huh? Okay.
Just got tired of it. No, shout out to Ja Rule. Old
Shouts
man.
to Ja Rule.
Shout out to old man Ja. But yeah, good chapter.
Oh, man, Ja's funny.
Good chapter. We probably don't get a chapter for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, like a week and a half-ish. A week and a half-ish, 2 weeks. Around there.
I expect great things in 2025 because we're almost at that point, which is crazy. You know,
What's one thing you want to see in 2025? Whole year. It doesn't have to be Elbaph even. What do you want to see?
what do I want to see?
A character, a fight, anything. Boobies.
I want to know who Ripley's husband is so I can take him out.
I'll take him out myself.
I'll do it myself. I would say, what would I like to see? I would like to see.
It's a hard one, dude, huh?
That's actually difficult because I'm thinking about Dragon, but then I'm thinking about like Akainu leaving the desk. Then I'm thinking about randomly, I don't know why I thought about this, King.
Oh, yeah. King and Impelled Down. Oh, Impelled Down be a good one, too.
I think for me, it's a small thing, but I thought I would like for King to at least inquire about Joy Boy, and just like be interested at least with like the remnants of his people or something.
Yeah, I mean, King, we don't know where he's going, right? He could be an Impel down, could be going to Marie Jouan, but like, dude, imagine King and Dofi in a cell, level 6. Dude, the conversations that could happen.
This is Dofi talking and King just ellipses.
Yeah. Like King just says
King
Joy
just
Boy
listening.
and then Dofi just goes on for a whole ass chapter. Like, that'd be good.
They'd be a great duo.
Yeah, so you think you want King?
No, in 2025, I would like to know what happened to Big Mom and Kaido.
Okay, I think that's a really wholesome answer.
Let's say that.
Like, when you said that, I saw like a young Brago, like, maybe 20, 21 years old, just looking up at the sky and smiling. Like, you when you said those words, you felt so full of hope in life. Like, dude, your whole like persona just brightened up. I had to like put on some glasses for a second. I debated it because you're just so damn bright. I like that. That's a really wholesome one. You want to see Big Mom and Kaido in 2025.
Just want to know what happened to my guys, my guy and my gal. They got done dirty.
Answer.
They got done dirty, man. What would you like to see?
I agree. I mean, I've always been like the biggest. I was going to say Mihawk, right? I'm a big fan of Mihawk. I think he's really cool. But I feel like more so than Mihawk, I kind of want to see Gecko Moria and Perona.
Of course, Perona.
And it's not because of Perona, but I want to see. I want to see if Gecko Moria actually glowed up in prison.
You want to see
how's
Gecko
he doing
Moria
nowadays, man?
You think he lost some weight?
I think he lost weight. I mean, you saw JJK, right? Gege, the author. He talked about how he thought about Gecko Moria while writing his series.
What?
Yeah. I might be misremembering some of this. This came out like last week, but he said, when writing this, I like to think about what Gecko Moria would do if Gecko Moria was the author of JJK.
He's a huge Gecko Moria fan?
Yeah, he's a Gecko Moria fan. Like, he didn't mention Luffy, he didn't mention Shanks or Kaido. He literally said, I think about myself as Gecko Moria. It's like, damn, okay.
What a strange guy.
Hey, he's got his taste, dude.
That's so
Let me
interesting.
see if I can look it up. I wish I could have the full thing. Final comments about JJK. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. I was, of course, pushing myself to the limits to pull out everything I could from my creations. And after about 3 years of serialization, my already rough personality began to become absent-minded, even though I was complaining that I'm fed up with having things pointed out to me that could be figured out by looking it up on the internet. I still made the mistake on volume 18 with the sandpin and ended up thinking like Gecko Moria that, well, if something happens, the people around me will figure it out. So he's kind of like Gecko Moria's version of like nonchalantness, I guess, or just like whatever goes.
What do you think the origin of nonchalant is?
Nonchalant? I don't know. Sounds like shallots a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Came from like a fan of shallots.
But do you think on a daily basis is nonchalant? Is it positive or negative?
I think it's neutral.
Think so?
Yeah, I think nonchalant's a very neutral word because I've seen people use it in positive and negative lights.
I think I see people using it more negative. Like, oh, you're so nonchalant. Where it's like, you don't care.
Yeah. Or it could be like, this guy doesn't get stressed out easily. This guy doesn't get worked up easily. He's nonchalant. So that's why I think it could be used as a positive as well.
Chat, how do you guys use nonchalant? Or how do you use it?
Please, coming off of chapter 1135, we have the big glaring question. How do you feel about nonchalant?
How do you feel like nonchalant?
Let us know.
Because I feel like it's kind of like, why are we just not chalant? Kind of like whelmed.
Are you nonchalant? Would you see yourself as nonchalant?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
But I'm whelmed most times.
Like a whelmed nonchalant.
Yeah, but like...
Kind of like Ja Rule, huh? I think Ja Rule is kind of nonchalant.
But yeah, but I think he has no choice. Like, what else is there to be excited about? He's experienced everything. He's probably had sex with all the women in the village.
Yeah, kind of like a cult leader, huh?
Yeah, like he's Big Ja Rule.
It's like the one male lion in a zoo, and he's got 10 lionesses running around. That's Ja Rule over here.
Should have they look at him and his beard? Because I would assume like a beard is like strength in Elbaph, right?
Do you think there's like a girl under that beard?
I think there are multiple women in the beard.
They're just hiding out
naked
in broad daylight. Ja Rule, please,
just naked.
Man.
Ja Rule walking around with them. Yeah, shout out to Ja Rule. But guys, thank you for watching. Sai, thank you for joining me. A pleasure.
Of course, make sure to watch Red One.
Sai,
free on Amazon Prime.
The walking advertisement for Red One. I've seen a lot more positive thoughts on Red One from people that actually went to go see it, so that's good. I haven't seen it yet.
90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I haven't seen it yet. I will be reacting to Red One this weekend on Twitch, so go follow me over there.
I'll be there.
Side channel in the description box down below if you want to go check out his review on Red 1 and what he actually thinks about The Rock and Chris Evans. And should they
Love those
have
guys.
a spin-off where they tackle different forms of holiday animals, holiday things throughout the multiverse of Red 1. So yeah. Shout out to you
Yeah,
guys.
stay tuned for that, guys.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Peace.